Okay, this problem requires us to prepare a vertical analysis for the income statement and a balance sheet, and then take a look at the company's profit performance and financial position in comparison to the industry average. So the first thing that we need to do here is a vertical analysis on the income statement. So remember, with a vertical analysis on the income statement, we divide everything by the revenue figure. So in this case, the revenue figure is net sales. So net sales of 780,000 divided by 780,000 will be 100%, right? And then we continue down. We're going to take the gross profit figure of 524,160 and divide that by net sales of 780,000. Okay, so that's 0.68, which translates into 68%, but they want us to go to one decimal place, so that's going to be 68.5, because that 4 rounds to a 5. So I'm going to go 68.5%. Okay, and I just do it for every single number going down. I'm going to divide everything by this highlighted net sales figure. Okay, so we're going to take gross profit of 255,840 and divide by 780. That's 32.8%. I'm going to take operating expenses of 159,900 divided by 780,000. And that's 20.5. I'm going to take operating income of 95,940 and divide by 780,000. And that's 12.3%. I'm going to take other expenses of 4,680 and divide by 780,000. And that gives me, that's actually going to round to 1%. But in this case, they want it to one decimal, so we can go 0.6%. Okay, and then net income of 91,260 divided by 780. And if we did our math right, 11.7%, we should check out. Kind of cross our fingers here. Okay, we made a mathematical error. Let's see. One or more of the percentages you have entered are incorrect. Recall the formula to perform vertical analysis on the income statement and think carefully about which amount to use as the denominator in your percentage computations. Check your calculations carefully. Be sure to round each percentage to one decimal place. Okay, so let's get our calculator out again and maybe work from bottom up when we check them. So 91,260 divided by 780,000 equals, okay, that would be 11.7%. That checks out. Let's do that 4,680 divided by 780,000. Yeah, that sure looks like it's going to be 0.6%. So we probably want to leave it like that. Maybe I'll take that 0 off. 95,940 divided by 780. 12.3. Let's see. 159,900 divided by 20.5. 255,840 divided by 780. 32.8. 524,160 divided by 780. 67.2. So that might be where we made the mistake. 67.2. And that should also make sense because 100 minus 67.2, see if that works out. Yeah, that would add up to 100, 67.2 and 32. So we should have been able to catch that if we had been looking along the way. So that's your vertical analysis on the income statement, everything divided by net sales. Now on the balance sheet, when we do the vertical analysis on the balance sheet, we're going to divide everything by total assets. So that's going to be everything. Now you can plug these in as 100% because total assets divided by total assets is going to be 100%, and that's the same for equity, right? Liabilities and equity divided by total assets should be 100% because they're the same number. Okay, and I'll go down the list. Current assets. Okay. 67.7. Fixed assets. See, I'm dividing everything by 300. Sorry, I made a mistake. Okay, let's redo this. Everything by 480, right? That was right. 67.7. The second one I was about to divide by current assets, but we got to divide by total assets of 480. Take that would be 1.8%. Take that would be 5.3%. And down here, it's going to be 46.8%. .4%. Sometimes when you go too fast, you make errors. So I just almost made an error there. Let's see. Maybe we went too fast. Yep, we did. So you see how finicky it is. We have to be very careful. To make sure we're dividing by the right number, which is 480. Okay. See, there's one of the errors. Should have been 22.8. Okay. And we'll give it a try. I think we're okay on the asset side. Okay. Hold on. So let's see. Let's see. We're going to compare the company's profit performance and financial position with the industry average for the industry. They should have given us the industry average here. Let's see. Up here, the CEO has given you the company statement and balance sheets as well as the industry average. So let's take a look. Income statement and balance sheet, and the averages are sitting out in the right column. So let's see. We want to compare gross profit. Okay, so the gross profit would be from the income statement up here, this 32.8, and let's compare it to the industry. It's less than the industry. Okay, industry is 34.2. Okay, and then profit margin is the very bottom line. So 11.7 compared to 14.1 for the industry. So we're less than the industry. Okay, so specialties gross profit percentage and profit margin ratio are both less than the industry average, which indicates an unfavorable if you're using the industry as your benchmark. Okay, and the company showed a slightly, let's see, slightly fixed and intangibles 25.2 and 1.8, and they got, so it's a slightly higher investment in fixed and intangible assets than the industry. So let's see. And the company's percentage of debt to total assets, so that would be here. Debt total liabilities would be 69.6 versus the industry of 64.7. Okay, is higher than the industry, which would generally indicate a weaker financial position because the company is more leveraged. And we got it.